From AccuWeather.com, this is AccuWeather Daily, a brief host-read article. It's weather news in a nutshell. Torrential downpours led to dangerous flash flooding across central North Carolina this week. 2 people died after their vehicle was swept off a flooded road and into a ditch in Nash County. A zone of 2 to 4 inches of rain occurred from northeastern South Carolina to eastern North Carolina. A separate area from central North Carolina to a portion of Virginia was also struck by flooding rain. Flash flooding problems have riddled the southeastern U.S. since late last week. The same stalled front will continue to lead to localized flash flooding incidents, but the areas of prime concern will continue to meander around the region. More rounds of flooding rain will unfold near the Atlantic coast later this week and through the weekend. The zone from southwestern Georgia to parts of central North Carolina has received between 2 and 5 inches of rain since Monday, with some localized amounts between 6 and 8 inches. Small streams and rivers were already swollen by rain that has drenched the region since late last week. River flooding can continue into the day Thursday for areas previously drenched by rain. As drying expands inland for the latter part of the week, downpours are forecast to ramp up near the Carolina and Georgia coasts due to a potential tropical storm just offshore. Any low-pressure area that forms just offshore should take on a northeastward drift as steering breezes develop. Earlier this week, there was concern that these steering breezes would remain light and variable, and that might have resulted in many days of torrential rain in parts of the southeastern states. Torrential downpours, flooding problems, and rough surf will still occur later this week along the Carolina coast and parts of the Georgia and Virginia coasts. From Thursday to Sunday, several inches to a foot of rain could fall along the Carolina and Georgia coasts. Coastal communities such as Wilmington, Savannah, Charleston, and Myrtle Beach may want to closely monitor the forecast in the coming days. As mentioned earlier, tragedy struck in North Carolina earlier this week when 2 people were killed in Nash County after their vehicle was swept off the road and into floodwaters during a period of heavy rain and dangerous runoff. Officers were dispatched to a flooded stretch of Highway 581 in Spring Hope, which is located about 40 miles northeast of Raleigh, Wednesday afternoon, where they found a vehicle partially submerged in a ditch more than 6 feet deep, filled with fast-moving water. A female occupant had climbed onto the roof while a male remained inside. An officer from Spring Hope Police attempted a rescue but was swept downstream himself and later rescued. The male occupant also entered the water and was swept away. Both victims' bodies were later recovered downstream during search efforts involving multiple local agencies and swift water rescue teams. Over 9 inches of rain fell in parts of North Carolina on Wednesday. The deadly flooding came as a stalled front and waves of low pressure dumped heavy rain across parts of the southeast. Officials urged drivers to take rising water seriously. If you see that there's water going across the road and you cannot see the yellow line, turn around, don't drown. It's that simple. That's all for now. You can find more regional forecasts and science-based articles at AccuWeather.com. And for your local forecast at your fingertips, download the AccuWeather app. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe. I'll be back tomorrow with more from AccuWeather.